and welcome back to At Your Service, where we are truly at your service. I'm Emerson Elledge.
I'm Casey Alexander.
And I'm Mia Noel.
And today we are discussing civics, what they are, why they're important, etc.
Yeah, so civics is formally defined as the study of rights and obligations of citizens in society. It's like an umbrella term for a lot of different topics. This could be like immigration, government styles and structures, the Reconstruction, voting, political causes like women's suffrage, and analyzing historical documents like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
And specifically, civics education focuses on the theoretical, political, and practical aspects of citizenship and the citizen's role in society. This includes a study of civic law, civil law, civic virtue, and what role citizens have in the government.
In recent times, civic education has not been properly supported and taught to the younger generations.
Some may ask, why? Why do we learn about this? And the answer is, it teaches us about like the basics of our government, while also like contributing to public process and discussions. Like how students can also learn about the civic practices such as voting, volunteering, and policymaking. It also helps keep our government alive with active participation, like elective representatives. Because if we just get the same like people over and over and over in Congress, then that's just not
And you
great.
can't really hear like different voices if people aren't participating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And right now, I think that the voting rate is about 60%
Yes.
of people who are able to vote and like eligible to vote, of them voting. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially younger voters. So voter turnout is very important. So the elected officials truly represent the populace that they are supposed to be representing. I think it was in 1870. The voting turnout rate was, I think it was close to 80%, which is incredible.
In 1876, it was
1876,
81%.
it was 81%.
That's just incredible. And then
And it's gradually gone down because people have become disillusioned with the idea of government and participating and choosing their representatives.
yeah, it's the century's highest turnout yet, with around a 62% like voter turnout rate, which is pretty good.
That's still depressing.
That's a D.
So how can we as high school students learn more about civics? So one way to learn about civics is to be actively involved in your local legislative systems, either through voting for elected representatives or participating in service and project-based learning. Similarly, being active in your school's student government and staying up to date on current and controversial events can support the growth of civics.
So there are different programs in high school and like junior high school even at this level that'll help kids get more interested in civics, like the We the People program, which is just a competition-based class where you learn all about civics and then give like presentations over it. And I think this class is a great thing because civic education is lacking. Bad.
Yeah.
You can get involved with a great number of clubs. There's usually like a Democrat club or a Republican club at your like high school. If you want to join one of those, you can.
Or
you can
start your own.
Or start your own.
Yeah.
You can also join like any number of clubs and become like a leadership role in that by just doing a lot for that club and like working through the ranks.
There's some clubs where you can start your own service project, and so if you want to do something in your community, then those clubs may have the resources to be able to spark some change.
Hey, that sounds kind of familiar. DECA, where you like, I don't know what
It's Model UN for business.
Yeah, it's Model UN for business. There's also Model UN.
There's also Model UN.
And like mock trial and all that kind of stuff. Those all, so yeah, speech and debate. Any club that you can join is a club that'll like, it's a club that you can be a leader in.
It gets
and like
you more active in the community.
Yeah, and as long as you're active in the community, then you're generally a good civil servant. With all that being said, I'm Casey Alexander.
I'm Mia Noel.
And I'm Emerson Elledge,
And
we've been at your service. What do you call a snake that works for the government?
A politician.
A civil serpent.
Yeah!